What's up XRP holders? In this important video I'm gonna give you my XRP price prediction by the end of the bull run. So let's say the end of 2025, maybe latest Q1 or possibly Q2 of 2026. I'm gonna show you a lot of data points, a lot of technical metrics that you need to pay attention towards right now. So yeah, let's get straight into the video. First, of course, smash up the like button. Can we get this video back above 1000 likes? That would of course be highly appreciated. Also, I want to issue a little warning here before jumping into the content. As you may have noticed, there are a lot of scammers, impersonators active on YouTube. In the comment section, they're asking you for money or to sign up to things, but always keep in mind, I will never ask you for money or to sign up to anything. Those are scammers. It is not me. They're impersonating me. Also, be sure to follow the official accounts down below in the video description to my official free Telegram, my X account steph_is_crypto with the blue check mark, or my official Instagram account. Always follow the official accounts. There are many fake accounts out there. Now let me get straight here into the content. And what you can see over here is XRP on the monthly scale. So every candlestick on this chart represents 1 month, and the price action goes all the way back to 2013. So this is XRP's entire price history. What you can see on this chart is that I labeled 2 accumulation zones. One happened from 2013 all the way to, I would say, April of 2017. As soon as XRP broke this wide horizontal resistance line, which represented the previous all-time high back in 2013, that was basically the end of that long-lasting accumulation zone. Now, right now, we are also still within an accumulation zone, which already started in January of 2018 when XRP made its previous all-time high at $3.40 on some exchanges, a little higher, but on Bitstamp $3.40. So as soon as we break beyond this horizontal resistance line in the color white, that would basically mark the end of this current accumulation zone, which, as you can see, is very long. I mean, I can also show you the exact dates of this accumulation zone. The previous accumulation zone lasted for 1,369 days, and the current accumulation zone is almost twice as long, 2,647 days. So a very long time here of basically sideways price action. We're back at the same prices that we were at back in January 2018. But there is some very good news here. I'm going to give you the price action of XRP in a minute, so stay tuned here in the video. First of all, what I want to show you here is XRP's RSI on the monthly scale. Now, what you can see in the previous bull run from 2017, we went all the way to overbought 96. If you focus on the right hand side of this RSI indicator, you can see 96 on the RSI. We had 2 peaks in the bull run from 2020 to 2021. We went as high as 73. And in January of 2025, the RSI for XRP on the monthly scale went as high as 84. Now, what is interesting is this trend line here in the color gray. I hope you can see this. But what is interesting, back in 2017, XRP's RSI retested this trend line, and we saw a significant bounce to the upside. Eventually, we broke below this trend line, which is located at 65 on the RSI index. We got a retest in 2020, broke slightly above it in 2021, but we couldn't flip this area into support on the monthly RSI. Now, what is interesting right now is that XRP is actually confirming this area into new support on the monthly RSI at 65, which is a very interesting signal. You don't want to see the RSI breaking below this area. So 65 on the monthly RSI is a very interesting area for XRP, and this could very well mark the bottom of the current correction that we have seen basically since the beginning of January of this year. So yeah, very interesting moment. I believe that we could see a massive bounce here in the RSI for XRP into overbought, and that could mark somewhat of the peak here of the bull run for XRP, maybe latest by the end of this year or maybe Q1 or Q2 of 2026. Let's now talk about the multipliers that we can expect for XRP in the bull run, my actual price targets. But before I do that, guys, if you want to stay up to date with market updates on a daily basis, Q&A sessions, if you want to ask ask me things, definitely head over to my Instagram account. I just reactivated my Instagram account once again. The official link is down below in the video description. I'm doing Q&A sessions and also market updates and my personal lifestyle over there. So if you're interested in that, follow the official account, but be aware there are of course also fake accounts active. I will never DM you, ask you for any money. So be extremely careful out there. Now let's talk about the multipliers that we can expect for XRP going forward here in the rest of 2025. Now, first off, we need to talk about the previous bull run, because as soon as we left the accumulation zone, so as soon as we broke the previous all-time high for XRP here in 2017, that was the point when the real exponential gains started to happen for XRP. As a matter of fact, the price did approximately, I would say 5,700%, so roughly a 57x on your money, which is absolutely insane. And don't get me wrong, guys, the current circumstances are of course a lot different. XRP has a different market cap right now. We are at a totally different environment currently in 2025 compared to 2017, so keep that in the back of your mind. But what if we do another, let's say 57x here for XRP in the coming months of 2025. It sounds absolutely insane, but just keep in mind in 2017, no one expected that as well to happen. But as you can see, that would bring XRP all the way up to almost $200. Now, is that going to happen? I don't know. Is it going to happen in 2025? I don't know. This is just what happened historically in the bull run of 2017. Let me now give you some realistic price targets here for 2025. And to come up with some realistic targets, I'm going to use the trend-based FIB extension tool. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to start out with the previous bull run to see the behavior of XRP's price and to come up with an estimate of this current bull run. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the all-time low of XRP in August of 2013, and I'm going to take the entire length of that bull run towards December 2013, and I'm going to project that to the actual lowest point here of 2017, which was a higher low compared to the low of August 2013. Now what you can see is that XRP in the first instance went exactly to the 1.618, and I'm going to give this another color so that you can see it. So as you can see, XRP went to the 1.618 in that exact bull run. That was actually the first peak. Then we had a pullback, a long-lasted sideways period before that next exponential rally. But I'm showing you this just to give you a very conservative target, which is the 1.618. I think that XRP in the next major rally is at least going to test the 1.618, maybe even higher, because in the bull run from 2017, we went a lot higher than the 1.618 eventually. But in the first instance, XRP went to the 1.618, so that is the behavior of XRP, at least according to history. So let me actually take the entire length here of the bull run from 2020 to 2021, and if I project this to the bear market low from 2022, then you can actually see the 1.618 Fibonacci extension level for XRP, and that is coming up at $28.70. So to be clear, I'm not saying that that is the end all be all for XRP, the end of the bull run price prediction, but I do think that $28.70 is definitely a level to take into account, and a level that XRP's price could definitely test here in 2025. Now from the current position, that is a pretty large move to the upside. We're talking about a move of 1180% approximately, which is of course massive. But once again, guys, I'm not saying that this will be the end target of the bull run. It could very well be possible that XRP is going to go a lot higher, but I definitely think that $28 to $30 could definitely be an area to take some profits off the table, because back in the bull run from 2017, after the 1.618, we got a significant correction. Let me show you. The price went down by approximately 69, almost 70%, and we had a long period of sideways price action before eventually that next pump to the upside. So just keep that in mind. Now another super important chart to look at is actually XRP compared to Bitcoin. So to access this chart, simply type in XRP USDT slash BTC USDT, and here you can see the price action of XRP compared to Bitcoin. I'm right now on the line chart, which focuses on the candlestick closes, but here you can see the candle bodies. But I think the line chart is a better representation. It basically cuts out all the noise and it gives you a way better overview. Now, what is interesting is that XRP has been in a significant downtrend against Bitcoin basically since its existence. Now, what I did is I sketched out this curved line, and you can see that we had this bear phase for XRP where the price basically only went down against Bitcoin. Then we had this accumulation zone where we are currently still in, but I think that we are at the end stage of this accumulation, and after a sideways period of accumulation you typically tend to see a huge reversal back to the upside. So bull run phase for this specific crypto asset, which is in this case XRP, and that is what I believe is going to play out over the next weeks, months, and maybe even years here for XRP compared to Bitcoin. In other words, I do think that XRP is the better buy if you're going to choose between XRP and Bitcoin. Bitcoin was a lot stronger than XRP in the past few years, but I think right now we're going to enter a utility season, and I think that assets such as XRP will be a way better investment in the next few months or so. But of course, that remains to be seen. I'm not a prophet. I'm not a financial advisor. This is all a game of probabilities. Now, what is interesting here is this red box of resistance for XRP against Bitcoin. And this goes all the way back to 2019. You can see multiple touch points, multiple rejections for XRP against Bitcoin. Also recently another backtest. We had a long lasting period here of an accumulation against Bitcoin, and recently we got a rejection in January of this range. But as soon as XRP breaks above this range against Bitcoin, I do think that price is going to fly to the upside, and we're going to set new all-time highs for XRP against Bitcoin. So just keep that in mind. XRP actually looks excellent against the Bitcoin pair. We also had this downward sloping resistance line since November, multiple touch points with this trend line, and recently we broke this downtrend against Bitcoin, so this could very well be the start of that next major reversal in the market here. Now guys, the last few metrics that I need to show you are also very important here for XRP, but before I do that, if you want to purchase or trade XRP or any other altcoin, definitely sign up to Weeks. Use my referral link down below in the video description. If you sign up with my referral link, then you will be eligible for welcome bonuses up to 30k, easy to claim, completely for free. You just need to follow the deposit requirements on the Weeks website. I use this exchange myself for my trades, my swing trades, and also my spot purchases. I never had any issues, and if you use my link down below in the video description, then another benefit is that your trading fees are going to be extremely low. So definitely check it out if you're interested in purchasing XRP or any other altcoin. And what I want to show you right now is actually XRP's volume on centralized exchanges. What is interesting here, if we take a look at the past 6 months, is that volume right now on the right hand side of the chart is extremely low once again for XRP. And the last time volume was this low was actually at the beginning of November last year. Now we all know what happened last year at the beginning of November. That was literally when XRP was trading below 50 cents, and we had that huge rally which started then in November afterwards. So yeah, typically when volume is extremely low, it tends to mark that a big move could be imminent. And when volume is super high, that is basically a very good moment to lock in some profits off the table. Also, if we take a look at the funding rates for XRP among multiple exchanges, then we can see funding rates are currently extremely low. Funding rates were extremely high in December and November last year, but right now very low once again. So the funding rates reset it, and this is a very good moment to look for new potential swing long positions or simply just to buy XRP on the spot market. And the last metric that I want to show you is actually the open interest or the leverage in the market. And as you can see, open interest declined significantly from the peaks of January this year and December last year. So this is a very good moment. Retail leverage got flushed out of the market, so this is an excellent opportunity. And I do think that once XRP breaks above that important neckline at $3.40, that is when the real bull run is going to take place, and that is also when we're going to basically end this long-lasting accumulation zone for XRP. That was it for this video, guys. I mean, $28 should be achievable for XRP if we go to the 1.618 Fibonacci extension, and maybe we're going to go a lot higher, but I definitely think that it is a very good opportunity to locking some profits off the table if we go to that 1.618 Fibonacci extension level. Now let me know what you think. Do you agree with my price prediction? If not, what is your price prediction? Let me know in the comments down below. Smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you want to have access to my day trade signals, sign up to my signal group. The link is down below in the video description. I want to thank you all for watching, for the support, and I see you very soon with another XRP update. Bye bye.